In a groundbreaking discovery, scientists at the Relativistic Heavy Ion Collider, or RHIC, have identified a new kind of antimatter nucleus, the heaviest ever detected. This exotic antinucleus, known as antihyperhydrogen 4, is composed of 4 antimatter particles, an antiproton, 2 antineutrons, and 1 antihyperon. The discovery was made by the STAR collaboration, a team of researchers using a massive particle detector to analyze the debris from 6 billion atomic nucleus collisions. These collisions recreate conditions similar to those of the early universe, offering a unique opportunity to study the fundamental properties of antimatter. The Relativistic Heavy Ion Collider, a U.S. Department of Energy facility, plays a crucial role in this research. By accelerating atomic nuclei close to the speed of light, RHIC creates a quark-gluon plasma, a state of matter thought to have existed just after the Big Bang. This environment allows scientists to study the properties of matter and antimatter, which are produced in nearly equal amounts during these high-energy collisions. Understanding the differences between matter and antimatter could provide insights into why our universe is dominated by matter. Despite both being created in equal amounts during the Big Bang, detecting new antimatter particles is essential for studying the asymmetry between matter and antimatter. STAR physicists have previously observed antimatter nuclei, such as the antihyperon and antihelium-4. The recent detection of antihyperhydrogen 4 marks another milestone. This unstable antihypernucleus requires precise conditions to form, as it consists of an antiproton, 2 antineutrons, and an antilambda particle. These components must emerge from the quark-gluon plasma in the right place, direction, and time to combine into a temporarily bound state, making the detection of such particles a rare and significant event. The search for antihyperhydrogen 4 involved analyzing the decay products of this unstable antihypernucleus. One decay product is the previously detected antihelium-4 nucleus, while the other is a positively charged pion. By retracing the trajectories of these particles, scientists could determine if they originated from a single point, indicating the presence of antihyperhydrogen 4. The STAR team sifted through billions of collision events, identifying 22 candidate events with an estimated background count of 6.4. This analysis suggests that approximately 16 of these events represent actual detections of antihyperhydrogen 4. The discovery allowed the STAR team to conduct direct comparisons between matter and antimatter. They compared the lifetimes of antihyperhydrogen 4 and its matter counterpart, hyperhydrogen 4, as well as the antihypertriton and hypertriton. No significant differences were found, which aligns with current physics models. This result supports the idea that matter and antimatter have similar properties, except for their opposite electric charges. While the experiments did not reveal the cause of the matter-antimatter imbalance in the universe, they confirmed the validity of existing models and provided a foundation for future research. The next step for researchers is to measure the mass difference between particles and antiparticles. This work is being pursued by Emily Duckworth, a doctoral student at Kent State University, who is funded by the DOE Office of Science Graduate Student Research Program. The research is supported by various international agencies and organizations, utilizing computing resources at Brookhaven Lab, the National Energy Research Scientific Computing Center, and the Open Science Grid Consortium. These efforts aim to deepen our understanding of antimatter and its role in the universe, potentially uncovering new insights into the fundamental nature of matter itself.